How's it going, everyone? Hendrix here, bringing you week 3 of the 2027 season for the Toronto Lumberjacks CFL. We face Harry's Honolulu Thunderbirds, who we have never beaten, and let's see if the fact that he has put himself on auto to focus on college football and, isn't actually playing me himself. Let's see if that changes things. As you can see from the standings, the Jets are top at 2-0, we're 1-1, and then the Golden Eagles and the Dolphins are both 0-2. Let's see if we can go to 2-1. Let's see if we can get the monkey off our back and beat Harry's Honolulu Thunderbirds, albeit the computer, not him. And I'll see you all on the field.
It's week 3 of the National Football League, and the focus is on the Thunderbirds' electric quarterback. Solid performance a week ago, throwing for 3 touchdowns. It's the Thunderbirds and the Lumberjacks.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. It's Josh Allen that'll be orchestrating the offense, a 6'5" quarterback from Wyoming.
And in this league, there are many quarterbacks who have their most success running the ball, while there are others who have big arms. There aren't too many guys who can do both, and at the end of many games, this guy leads his team not just in passing, but in rushing as well. I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. I mean, look at this defense. They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, the head coach isn't going to be looking at the...
And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there on 3rd down. 55 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now Allen. Gets the dump off to Pierce. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. But it looks like one of the DBs hit. There he goes, left side. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it.
So huge turnover there for the Honolulu Thunderbirds, especially after such a positive passing play on the previous play. And Coach Harry will be absolutely ecstatic with that. And fair play to Josh Allen for chasing it down and preventing the touchdown.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100 plus the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 4 catches, 55 yards.
And that was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit. And this is a guy the defenses have better focus on.
That one a 1st down pickup of 8. So for 30-some-odd years, we held the Pro Bowl here in Hawaii, but all along what the locals here wanted was a team of their own. And now they've got one, and they could not be happier. And I don't say that lightly because they always seem happy. Touchdown! A great play there.
So after an early turnover, the Thunderbirds take the lead. We're getting a little bit lost in man coverage versus some of the better receiving teams in the league. I'm learning information here.
Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Offense back out there along with Dameon Pierce. He's got to clear his mind a little bit right now. One carry, and that carry was a lost fumble.
Clear his mind, clear his hands, and just let this one go. Sometimes it happens. You drop the ball, got a full game ahead of him, hand it to him again, see if they can start to produce.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Throw left side, complete. That's Davidson. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up second down. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping it for the sack. They said there was a lot of discussion in their defensive team meeting room after last week's performance. They had 7 sacks. Something in the water. There's one in the first quarter.
A lot of discussion, a lot of excitement, because now everyone wants to get involved with this. Who's going to continue that process? Who's going to get to the quarterback this week? But they have to be careful.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Jerry Tillery running in there and setting him down. So they bring out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. So the completion good for 7 there, and it's second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game.
Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. They'll look to throw here. Finds Pickens out right. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Here's a 2nd and 5. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Now a first down carry for Harris. Oh, great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown!
So too easy, 14-0 Thunderbirds. We have no answer as it stands. You know, we play zone, skill indices us up. We play man, the receivers get open. So we just need to hope for maybe a few turnovers. I mean, the Thunderbirds got one, so.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. Toronto's offense ready to take over. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. Flush to his right. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
Rolling to his right. This is Donnell with a grab. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill.
And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. Nick Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now 3rd down and very long. To the air, Allen. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
It's such a good job that I didn't connect on that deep pass, because even though Davidson got open and Josh Allen overthrew him, can you imagine if I hit that pass, even return for a touchdown, and then it gets called back for holding? We're just struggling to live with this defense here of the Thunderbirds.
Offense set to take over possession of the football. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score.
Call the timeout so that we don't let them just leave it till the 2-minute warning.
Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them. Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Wow, for all Thunderbirds so far. Promising opening drive that ended in a turnover, but all Thunderbirds. Wow.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. On one of the linebackers.
And just as I say that, turnover. Wow.
So he went out of the pocket left and then.
Can we see how that happened? So, drops back to pass, tries to step up in the pocket, stripped by number 93, ball fumbled, recovered by number 91. Wow.
And what often happens is when they get outside, they want to keep their eyes downfield in order to try and complete a pass. But when they try to make a play, they've got to get their footwork involved. And that can really mess them up as well. And in this case, nothing went right, and the ball got knocked free.
1st down now, but that clock rolling. Here's Allen. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
And that is freaking beautiful from Josh Allen. Absolutely beautiful. Emmett Davidson been running roughshod all over him. Accurate throw, touchdown.
Without a doubt, the
Under
free
pressure.
ball is tough to stop if your wide receiver and quarterback are on the same page and the ball is placed in the proper spot.
Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And that one makes it 14-7. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. The Honolulu offense set to take over possession of the football. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On play action, they'll throw. Going across the formation, he finds Flyer. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now a play fake here on first down. That's swung out wide to Harris. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense.
I was just completely washed out there.
Seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll look to throw again. Well, fumble. It's out. It's loose. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. 2nd and 13. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
And that is no good.
So, a missed field goal leaves us with an opportunity. 67 yards is not going to happen. Leaves us with an opportunity to actually try and get another quick strike touchdown. It looks like only one X-Factor D lineman is in, so I'm going to point him out. We'll have Pierce run around anyway, but this is all about trying to hit the deep shot by the looks of it.
A final shot before half for Allen.
And the Honolulu Thunderbirds do well there. Congrats to the Thunderbirds. They defended the first half well. So yeah, the deep throw's on. The problem is, I can't set it up because of how freakish their D linemen are. But we'll see how the second half goes.
A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
Now a third down throw, but it misses
That really looked like it was going to be a screen to me. But no, it's a passing play. Yeah, we've done well here. We've adjusted well to the Thunderbirds. Obviously, if Harry was actually playing, he would have punished me on one of those plays. So let's see if we can take advantage of the fact that it is indeed not Harry, but just his team and their AI.
That time on the punt. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well.
So, yeah, I know that I had a throw open there. Potentially, but if it's an overthrow, I'm fucked. So, didn't want to risk it.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Complete, finding Donnell. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Pierce takes it straight ahead. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Nick Bosa able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Here is third and quite a ways. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. On play action, Allen out to his left. And I think the ball's out. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turn.
Good Lord. I was running out of bounds as well. We got fumbling issues. So obviously my X was open here on a check down, but I didn't want to basically kill him by throwing it here. So I thought I'd scramble, and I thought that that 4 would get open here, which it did. But then I was like, if I throw it here, because the DB or outside backer is kind of splitting the 2 defenders, he may pick it. So I'm going to try and run for it, and then I run for it, try and get a few yards, which I would have done, and he fumbles. God damn it.
One thing, the team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, I think we got to give them a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it and an opportunity missed. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Now they'll audible to something else. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. One of the linebackers.
What a freaking game we're having here. Literally turnover fest. That is so funny. So yeah, that's a user strip because it was all me. But I was like, uh-oh, I've been sealed. Defensive end wise, but yeah, there's the strip. Let's go.
So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Pierce. is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3.
So 14-7 Thunderbirds going into the fourth quarter. We've outgained the Thunderbirds passing-wise, but they've outgained us rushing-wise, and they've got the turnover advantage. Let's see if we can punch this in and tie the game.
Back now here on EA Sports. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. As we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the fourth quarter. Again, it's Pierce. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Dameon Pierce, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lumberjacks are an extra point away from tying this game here on the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Honolulu offense making its return to the field now. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Harris starts the drive on the ground, pushes past it. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 45 yards rushing for him now. He's carried the ball just 5 times. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw right side, and it's complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really...
Can't get away, and he's taken down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Out route, and he connects with Freiermuth. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to break our fourth quarter tie. That's leaking to the right.
So another field goal miss.
It's no good.
I don't know how many yards that would be. Would that be like 54, 53? That's kind of wild. But huge opportunity here for us to come and steal this game.
They got themselves in the field goal range, gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, run through the post, and this thing could be over. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
Play action. Now it's Allen. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
And in the second half of the tie game, every decision gets magnified. And here, if he forces this ball, it could be intercepted. So that's the prudent play to just airmail it out of bounds.
It's complete. The tight end to L. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down, but a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning.
So here, I'm going to use the advice of the fabled Coach Harry to try and beat Coach Harry's team, which is basically run the ball on first down, get that clock moving, and try and seal a win.
Now Allen. Pierce now up the middle. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Here's Allen. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. To throw is Allen. Now a handoff for Pierce. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Allen. And Pierce gets it again on second down. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there going to take this to about the 10-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Throwing, Allen. Off the RPO, he completes it. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11.
That's okay, though. That's okay.
But you've got to drop the ball in that situation. He makes a catch, but he loses yards and doesn't get out of bounds.
On second down, here's Pierce. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball in the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
On third down, here's Pierce. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. And his kick is...
So I've done a terrible job of chewing the clock, because if I'd just let it run down to 1, the game's over. Now they've got 6 seconds.
Cutting and maximizing your roster. This is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this?
2 seconds. 2 seconds.
Here's 1st and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete.
And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Your Toronto Lumberjacks are going to go back to above 500, 2-1, coming into the Honolulu Den, and coming away with a narrow field goal victory. Josh Allen turnover free, in the passing game anyway, he fumbled. But Lumberjacks 17, Honolulu Thunderbirds 14. Thank you everybody for watching, and I'll see you all next time.